Hey, I just stumbled on something in Google Ads doing a report for a client. Wanted to share it in a quick video. Basically here I discovered something inside an account by looking at my own report, specifically this geographic performance report, that I don't think I ever would have found if I was looking just inside the Google Ads interface. So let me show you my report. This report is built in Google Data Studio. So this account is running in New York City, and then it has a table down here that gives more data geographically. This is the first report I've done for this client, and obviously you can see from this heat map we're targeting around New York City, New Jersey. There's a pretty high concentration of volume in New York City, as you'd expect. And you could look down into this table and see, okay, like 12,000 impressions. In a lot of these other areas have, less than 500 or less than 1,000 at least. So New York City is dominating. This is kind of an important thing to think about if you're targeting an area, including large metropolitan area. That area is going to dominate. And in looking at this data for this first month, I see 8 conversions came from New York, which is the highest number from any area, but it also has the highest cost per conversion at $170 versus some of these other areas like this one here, Newark, getting 5 conversions for $16. So pretty big difference there, 12% conversion rate versus less than 1% conversion rate. So the city here is kind of ruining this campaign, New York City. And there's specific reasons for that. But what I wanted to point out in this video is that you are limited in what you can get from Google Ads data inside that interface, especially in terms of location. That's a huge data point there. And if I was to miss that, it could destroy this account or keep it really from ever getting off the ground, because we're getting a $100 cost per conversion, which just isn't good enough for this particular business. So if we were to continue spending the budget in New York City, I don't think this client would continue advertising. But I just want to show you like how you might go about finding that information. I would probably go into this single campaign and go to locations. I kind of like this card here for a quick glance, but this is clicks, and you can see it kind of gives me a rough idea of clicks. I tried putting it on cost per conversion. Didn't really do a whole lot. Not nearly as good as the table information I have. Look at total conversions. That didn't do a whole lot. So I sometimes use this map for just a general idea of impressions and clicks. But even that, it's not as great of a heat map. Like, it doesn't show the concentration in New York. You really got to scroll around to see impressions by zip code. The other place I used to look is under locations, and they'd have a table that you could then dig down into your different locations by like city. I'm targeting a 30-mile radius, so I can't even break this down any further. You might be able to go into reports, the report editor, and create a report similar to what I've created in Data Studio. So I just played around with it for a few minutes. I was able to create that similar table. Again, this is in the report editor, and then I just grabbed city, user location, clicks, cost, and cost per conversion. In doing that, I probably would put conversions in here as well. So to do that, you can search on the right hand side and then add it in. You could drag them around. So by adding conversions and cost per conversion, I can get something similar to what I have in my reports. And here we can see for the last 30 days, $900 in New York, $151 cost per conversion. And then some of these other areas, like I mentioned, getting much lower cost per conversion. So we're going to test removing New York for a while, or target it with a separate campaign, separate landing page that's more New York focused. But I wanted to just give this quick example of how location info is difficult to find in the Google Ads interface. In this case, my own reports gave me better information than what I was able to get from Google Ads easily. If you don't have access to a report like this, you might want to go into the report editor and create a location report like this to see, if a certain area is getting most of the volume and has a high cost per conversion. You're probably not going to see this data if you're just clicking around some of the main screens inside Google Ads. So just a quick little tip for you. Hopefully that helps you out if you're managing your own account. If you are interested in having me manage your account so you can get reports like this that I create for my clients, feel free to reach out to me. I got a few spots left, and see if I can help you out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.